Hey everyone, welcome to Yogi Plant. My name is Tracy, and today we're going to be talking about props. So, yoga is not a huge, some people might disagree with me, but you don't have to spend a lot of money on props to have decent props. So, or on any equipment really. This mat came from the dollar store. This block came from the dollar store. And this strap came from the dollar store. All of them $4 or under. In fact, I think the strap came in a group of 3 or something. So the best thing about props is that they create space. And so I'm going to show you the block first. So the block has a few super awesome areas that it can help you with. So first of all, number one that I love is sitting on the block. So I like to put my sit bones on the block. I actually really like to start all of my yoga practices like this. And so the block really helps create that space between your hips and the ground. Helps you to sit up straight. Just automatically promotes great posture. So you can concentrate on your breathing and all that. So number one way to use a block is to create space between your hips and your legs. Number two, really great way to use a block once again is creating space, any kind of standing pose you do. So I'm just going to do a front forward bend just to show you what I mean. So basically you're going to be putting your block anywhere that you would be putting your hands. So if you do a front forward bend, wide-legged forward bend, you breathe in, breathe out, come down. So depending where you are in your practice, if this feels good for you, you could start like this. And also, the thing with the block too is it'll help you at whatever stage you're at. So let's say you've been using the block a little bit like this, and you're ready to go a little lower, you can put it horizontally now. And then when you're ready to go a little lower, you can put it on the ground. Until eventually you won't be needing your block anymore. And that goes with pretty much any kind of standing pose you're doing. So, if you're doing a triangle, for instance, same thing, you'd have your block like this, and then you could go a little lower, and then you could go a little lower. So, like I said, any standing pose you're using, you need to put your hands on the ground for. Your block is super helpful in helping you create alignment, and then you don't have to worry about flexibility so much. Your flexibility will come when you have proper alignment. Okay, strap. If you don't want to buy a strap, that's fine. You can actually use a sock. It works the same way. So strap is, once again, really good for creating space and promoting proper alignment. So I'm just going to turn around and show you what I mean. So if I'm trying to bind my hands, let's say I'm doing the forearm stretch. So I'm going to put my strap or my sock in my top hand and angle it down until my bottom hand can find it. And then I'm just going to creep up until I get to a comfortable space. So you can start, as far down as you need to. And what this does is it's giving you a good stretch with both arms. Whereas if you weren't using a sock or a strap, you'd be kind of like this. And so this hand might be getting a bit of a stretch like this arm, but this one's not really getting much at all. So your strap or your sock is actually going to help you eventually bind. And every time you do the posture, you might go a little bit further with your strap until eventually you can drop your strap or sock and you can bind. So last thing that I find straps or socks really useful for too, any kind of posture where you're laying down and your legs are in the air. So let's say you're doing the forward fold, recline forward fold, and you know your shoulders are really high up in the air and you couldn't reach your feet. It's really nice, whoops, to use your strap to create that space for your body so that your shoulders can be flatter on your mat. Yeah, I can put my shoulders way down here. And you're still getting a great stretch all along your leg here, your hamstrings, your calf, your glutes. It's also helpful for, you know, keeping you aligned. So another great way to learn boat you want to try sticking your feet straight out is to use your strap. Woo! Oh God, I'm losing my balance. Oh, here we go. Let's try that again. So never be shy to use props in yoga class. In fact, you know, I've been doing yoga for 20 years and I love props. And in fact, the more I do yoga, the more I use props, the more I want to use more props. So the last thing I'm going to show you real quick is the bolster. This isn't a real bolster, as you can see. I didn't spend $300 on it. It is a blanket wrapped in a towel. And it's great. You know, I can use it to sit on. I can also use it for chest openers. So, you know, just like you'd use any bolster, right? You put it at the base of your bum, lean back on your bolster, get comfy, let your neck fall. Feels great. Feels even better that I didn't spend a lot of money on it. And super does the trick. This is my favorite way to use a bolster. Ooh, falling asleep here. Just kidding. So that's the quick and dirty on props. You know, that's not the end. People use the wall often for a prop. So anytime you're trying to balance, you could use your wall. Or a chair is another good idea. Chairs are great to help you balance and to practice any kind of standing one-legged positions. Maybe I'll show you that in a different video. So there you have it, the skinny on the props. Have a great day, and we'll see you in another video.